Hey guys, it's me, Christian, for your midweek update. I hope you guys are doing great. It's been like the day has been starting off pretty overcast. Like, you don't can't even tell like it's the summer until like it gets like until like 12 o'clock, and then like the sun's beating down. It gets pretty hot. But yeah, it's everything's going pretty good on my end, like work wise. I just just going through the motions. Trying to avoid talking to this one director at my company because she's very mean. It's very like she brings out the nails, man, and she makes you feel like really dumb when like you ask a question. And so like that's my only thing that's going on this week at work is I'm just trying to avoid, that higher up, that executive, which, I really dislike when people are in power and they just talk to you like an unwanted stepchild, which I'm not the only one who's dealt with this individual at work, and everybody has horror stories about this person. She's like the horrible boss that people talk about, that toxic individual. But yeah, I mean, like, thankfully I'm not her underling. I just need to, if there are some instances where I do need to talk to this person, which I try to take care of it on my own. But yeah, everything's going great. Also, another thing that's been going on me personally. So like last week, I had to go to the office and I had to try on some pants, and I couldn't. I took out the size 32 pants, and they didn't fit. They didn't fit at all. I was like muffin topping, pretty fucking bad. So like I kept on saying I was gonna start a diet and all that, and actually I did. I actually I'm letting you guys know I'm not being sponsored by these guys at all. I just needed to start, I needed to take responsibility of what I was eating, accountability. So I joined Weight Watchers again because I did the program before, and it works for me because like I'm able to track what I eat, like my calorie intake, because I'm at a calorie deficit, so I could lose weight. So this is only my first official week because I started it officially last Wednesday. So yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week since I'm on it. I did fuck up this weekend because my buddy Tommy, he had his baby shower on Saturday, and they had a taco guy, and they were making the handmade tortillas. Like on the spot, they were making like the tortillas, and dude, it smells so fucking bomb. Like in that, like there was so much food, like meat. They were just kind of like, come on, get more, get more. It's like, well, all right, I'm doing you guys, doing you guys a service by eating some more food. But it was completely delicious. Not every day your friend, has children, especially I like my friends, like very few. My Tommy is my only like straight friend. So for him, it's his first child. So it was like a special occasion. So I partook on the tacos and the desserts. And I also want to congratulate, since I'm talking about the baby shower, his wife went to labor yesterday. So they brought in Thomas Anthony Hernandez the third into the world, and he's doing well. Like Karen is exhausted. I want to congratulate them, and I'm really excited to be an uncle again. And it's just very trippy to see somebody that you hang out with in high school become a father, like a parent, a mother. It's just so surreal that I'm in this stage in my life that my friends are having kids. And just the thought of seeing little Tommy grow up, and going through like all the stuff that we went through, just this, discovering yourself, and going to school, and like just the new opportunities you have in life. I hope I give them good advice, and I'm very excited to just to see Tommy and Karen be parents, and they're totally made for it. Like when I was watching them, like you know interact with family, and like just them seeing just a happy family, like they were made to be parents is what I'm saying, and I'm really happy for them. So yeah, Deborah said they were pretty bomby. She was referring to the tacos, but yeah, that's my personal update. So let's talk about a current update, like a local update. In on Rosecrans and Studebaker, they're closing down this taco shop, the TNT Tacos. They're closing down because the city is going to build that car wash there, so they're getting rid of the TNT Tacos as well as the True Value, and they're going to demolish that area and build a car wash because apparently that's what the city needs. So it's so dumb because like the city of Norwalk, they held committees, what's it called, meetings where the community could express their feelings about this new proposition of building the car wash there, which is kind of dumb. Like, why have these meetings, these public meetings, if you're not going to listen to the public? Because I, personally, as a resident of Norwalk, I know other people that live here. Like, we don't need, we want want True Value there. We want TNT tacos there. It's just the fact that we're gonna have like a car wash on that corner, it's gonna look a little tacky for me. It looks like it's just tacky, and so it sucks. So I follow TNT tacos, and they say they're they're going to be in business until they run out of food. So I think they said their last day is like in a few months, but either they reach that month end where they have to be kicked out or whatever, or they run out of food, whatever comes first. But yeah, if you've never been to TNT Tacos, they have excellent margaritas and enchiladas, fucking bomb, and their nachos are fucking really good. And it really sucks because they've been there for a while. And like I remember, they even came back from a grease fire that they had a few years back. I remember them being closed for a few months because they had a grease fire, and they reopened, and now they're being shut down. So it sucks. So yeah, if you haven't gone there, just eat, go eat, try their food before it's gone until they open up a new location wherever they may be. But yeah, it sucks. Okay, let's go to a national update. Because of the Roe versus Wade, it happened about like 3 weeks ago. The Democrats were pressuring Joe Biden to do something about it. Like he's just being like a pushover. So what he ended up doing this week, and I think it was about like last Friday, he signed this executive order protecting any doctors who perform emergency abortions, and also he made it clear that for pharmacists to sell, contraception or like the Plan B pill to any individuals who need that treatment if it's life threatening. And he provided lawyers to people who could face criminal charges for seeking or providing abortions, among other guidances. So this is one good step. A lot of people in his party say it's not enough what he did, but his hands are tied because it's just like it's the most of the house is like Republicans. Like if we wanted something, it's not going to pass. Like there's like nothing's going on in the government, which is it's fucking so fucking frustrating and dumb that they just can't get along. You know what I mean? If what was that saying? If a house within against itself cannot stand. I forgot who said that, but yeah, like if the Republican Party, the Democratic Party can't work with each other, of course our country we're fighting with each other because they're the example, and right now mom and dad are fighting, and it's you could totally tell with like everything like the way I feel like our country is going, just like the anxiety of it, like layoffs, which is happening in my company, like obviously the prices at the gas pump, especially over here in California, because everything's fucking expensive here, and it's all really because our leaders, and it sucks because we elect these leaders to give us a better life, but they're making our lives way more difficult than it's supposed to be. Life is hard, and for the government to make it a little harder because of how expensive it's going, or how like the what's called the how a lot of red tape that's put on businesses here in California. That's why a lot of businesses are leaving California. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't have an article, but the Farmer John meat packing, company that's been here forever. And actually, they were in the Carrie movie with John Travolta. Do you guys remember that scene where like he kills the pig? Like that's the that uh, that pork house. They're moving. They're closing down because they can't pay the permits, the regulations, all that red tape to California. So they're moving out of state, and that's affecting like everybody's getting laid off in that company. And yeah, it just sucks that it's just the way things are going right now. It's our nation's in anxiety mode right now. What's interesting. Do you guys know John Bolton? He used to be like one of the cabinet. He used to work for President uh, Trump. I was going to say Biden for some reason, but President Trump. He was for the January 6th committee, and they're asking him questions if Trump of doing like a coup d'état in the country, like a coup, and John Bolton said that he's not he's not capable of doing something so complex as a coup to take over the country, to take over the the White House, because he's not smart enough. And this is what he quote. This is what he said. This is what John Bolton said to a CNN anchor. He said, "I'm not going to get into specifics," Bolton said before mentioning Venezuela. It turned out it turned out not to be successful. This is in regards of helping other countries in performing coup d'états. Not that we had all that much to do with it, but I saw what it took for an opposition to try and overturn an illegally elected president, and they failed. And that's what he said. And he also said, let's see, but yeah, what's going on is that he didn't specify Venezuela, but they in this article it said that Bolton, as a national security advisor, publicly supported Venezuela opposition leader Juan Guaido, called for the military to back his effort to oust socialist president Nicolas Maduro, arguing that Maduro's reelection was illegitimate. So that's like, doesn't that sound like tones of like how Trump felt when Biden won? Like for the 20 was it 2021, 2022, like when he won, it's like it's like it's similar to what Trump wanted to do on January 6th. Yeah, which is like I bet you guys heard the stories where there's one of his Secret Service agents. He was driving to the White House, and he said that on the ride over there, Trump wanted to go to the Capitol, where where all the protesters were at, and the Secret Service agent said like, "We're not gonna fucking do that." And what Trump ended up doing is trying to grab the wheel from the Secret Service agent, steering him towards the protest, but the secret agent took control of the situation and drove President Trump back to the White House. But yeah, it's that's really crazy, man. Crazy fucking times. It's gonna make like a fucking interesting movie 20 years later, 20 or 30 years later. And like I hope Oliver Stone is still around because he makes fucking great political movies. Like Oliver Stone made like Nixon, W. What else did he make? It's like JFK. Yeah, he makes a lot of political movies. Let's see what you guys wrote. Is that's why I didn't celebrate Fourth of July. Nothing to celebrate. Yeah, that's what I mentioned in my previous update, leading up to the Fourth of July. Is like the Fourth of July was already clouded because of the Roe versus Wade, and then when we woke up, there was like a massacre. Like 10 people were murdered during a parade. It's like it totally like it's even it created like a darker tone to this already like nation, and it sucks because again like I love the Fourth of July, and this year just kind of felt like it felt dark. It felt like a dark Fourth of July, and it's very unfortunate. But hopefully next year we'll be at a better state. But we'll see what happens. Hey John Lance, what's up, dude? Let's see what else I have for you guys. Oh yeah, the on a lighter note. Oh, let's see. Oh, before I go on, especially with Roe versus Wade, America don't care about me anymore. Yeah, and it sucks because I don't have an article for this, but like now couples in Texas, they're getting worried that Texas is going to revoke their marriage licenses, and a lot of people like who are in my community they're freaking out, which is totally legitimate. They should be freaking out because you don't know how it's going to go. Because if Roe versus Wade was already toppled down, they're going to go for the next one and then the next one and then the next one. So it's very important for us to vote. Yeah, if you want to protest, that's great, but like the most important thing that everybody has to do is vote. That's how you win. There's no other way. That's how democracy works. But yeah, and see, Olympa Metal got more rights than women. Yeah, that's like women and minorities. We're like on the same boat. Like it just kind of like seems like we're kind of like second class citizens, and it's not cliche to say if it's true. But you know what? Let's go to a lighter subject, which is the images that came out this week from the James Webb Telescope. Yeah, those like amazing pictures. Like it's like the HD quality of the satellite that was like this telescope that's up there has been taking photos, and yeah, it's just like HD quality. You know what I mean? We had photos of this picture here before, but now it's just like in better resolution. You see further into the stars, and what we're seeing right there is like 44 billion years ago. This is like at the beginning of our universe, the Big Bang, and it's just like it's so trippy that from all the strife that's going on in this world, like we're just very, very fucking tiny. We're like molecules, like like atoms compared to the whole universe. If even that. And what's crazy about what these images is that I don't know if you guys heard this, if you guys are on social media, but it's been going on around everywhere. But they said that if you get like a grain of sand, a grain of rice, I'm sorry, a grain of rice, and you hold it up towards the sky, that is the that's what the telescope photographed, is like just that little part of the sky, just a grain of rice. That's how much. That's what they photographed. And could you imagine like all the other stuff that we're not seeing, and that those photos were like they're photos from the past, so it's 44 billion years ago. Could you imagine the civilizations that are out there that have a head start over us, like from billions of years, millions of years ahead of us? It's just like it's thought provoking, and it's inspiring, and it just makes you just puts you in your place, that like it kind of humbles you, that from all the stuff that we're going through, like you said, like your ego, your pride, like really, when it compares to the cosmos, it doesn't really mean anything. We could be like wiped out like that. We had no say. Like all the fights, we could be sucked into a black hole. The universe is so unforgiving and so indifferent to our our passions, our loves, our like our what we want to accomplish. It doesn't, it's unforgiving. It doesn't care. It's great. It puts you in your place. And I think a lot of people need to really take getting more into astrology, like NASA, like the space or exploration. And I think once we become a collective, we'll be able to conquer the stars, because I feel it sounds cheesy to say that humanity were meant to the stars, and not start wars. But yeah, yeah, I'm a geek when it comes to that stuff, man. I love it. I cannot wait to see. I hope I live long enough to see a Mars landing, or hopefully, if it throwing that the idea, if we get like alien contact, what I mean, like they fucking finally come, the spaceship, and declare themselves like we're here, and well, let's break bread. How's that going to look like in reality? It's going to be so fucking cool. But yeah, those are the news updates. Oh, I also have this other one, but yeah, did I talk about it? No, I didn't talk about it. I'm kind of going out of order because I got really excited about some stuff. But yeah, Elon Musk, he's backing down from the Twitter. He was supposed to buy Twitter, but he's backing away, because that man's more bark than bite. I knew when he was like doing that, he was just like stroking his ego. It wasn't going to go through. So now Twitter is suing Elon Musk, because he's backing down from the agreement that they had, that if either one party backs out of the agreement, uh, the party has to pay the other person, X amount of dollars, which is like, I think they said like $44 billion. So like, look, it's going to go to court, obviously. And like this guy, I don't know. I know, like, again, like when he said I'm going to buy Twitter, it's more like to get followers, to get like people more, to get his what's called his celebrity out there. You know what I mean? His people are talking about him. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not really, again, like it, comparing to like the cosmos and all that, like what's going on with Elon Musk and Twitter. It really doesn't mean anything. It's just entertaining for us, the watchers, to see, these people just fight with each other, because like they have more money than we ever gonna see. Just billionaires, just fucking just acting like children because they have a shitload of money. Okay, well, those are our updates. So I'm gonna review the Bob's Burger movie that I saw. I think it was, yeah, I saw it yesterday. It's now streaming on two platforms, streaming on HBO Max and Hulu. And for those who Bob's Burgers is a TV show that's on Fox. It's been going now on to its 13th season, and I'm really surprised it lasted this long. And like I love the show. It's a very dry show. Like the humor is very dry. You know what I mean? So for those who never watched Bob's Burgers episode before, I would suggest you watching a few episodes before you give this movie a shot. Because if you're going into, the movie without knowing like these characters, you might not like it because it might not be your humor. But then again, you never know. You could watch this movie, and maybe because you love this movie, you'll start watching the episodes. Who knows? I'm not going to tell you not to watch the movie, but the humor of it is very for a certain type of audience, and it's also a musical. I think there's like three or four numbers in the movie. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. It is very cute. I did like the musical numbers, the way they choreographed the dances and all that. It's very like it made me want to watch the scene again. But like the premise of the movie is that like there's a murder happens in that area, and Bob's Burgers, his restaurant is the bank is foreclosing on the restaurant. So, and not only that, they also live in that building. So they have two mortgages, one to the bank for the restaurant and one to one of the characters, Mr. Fish Order. He's their landlord who, they rent from, they rent as well. So they have two payments, and it's a good it's a good movie. It has like it's well made. Like it's it's not a terrible movie, but the humor is only for a certain brand of individual. So yeah, check it out if you guys want to. And I also watched I just finally finished The Terminal List starring Chris Pratt, and that show. Just to give you, I'm not gonna give you like the specifics of the whole show, but it's the modern day Rambo. Fucking Chris Pratt is fucking Rambo in that TV show. And if you like Rambo, this is like the next level. This is to the max Rambo. Yeah. So it was yeah. You guys like if you guys like Rambo, I think you'll love The Terminal List. And if you guys can watch that on Amazon Prime. Yeah. Let's see what else has been going on. Yeah, like that's just all thing. Like we were supposed to have a podcast last Saturday, but unfortunately, we couldn't choreograph the dates. It was just it didn't go through. So we're gonna try to coordinate to have a show during the week. With our next guest, Scott Moreno. He's a writer and he's also an acclaimed filmmaker. And we're gonna coordinate with him. I'm gonna send him an email as soon as I have a date during the week. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, we're still putting that together. And also, I would want to thank everybody who's been commenting. I really appreciate you guys commenting on my show and for watching me, give my opinion about certain things. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you guys can, if you're watching this on YouTube, please, follow us, subscribe, smash that notification bell to catch the latest episodes of Casually Christian presented by Livestream My Events. And also, if you guys are watching this on Facebook, please follow. And also, if you guys can, please follow us on Spotify because we're also streaming on Spotify. You can listen to my beautiful voice if you're, hanging out at the DMV or, have a long drive. You can listen to past episodes of Casually Christian now streaming on Spotify. So, yeah, Ariana, thank you. I really appreciate that. You're my number one fan. Uh, I love it. But yeah, that's right there. That's Casually Christian on Spotify. Please download, comment, share it with your buddies. Let me know if you guys have any show ideas that you guys want me to do. I'm open to it. But you know what? Until next time, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week. We have 2 more days until we get to Saturday and Sunday. Can't wait for that because I just want to relax, man. I just want to enjoy my day. But yeah, until next time, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye, guys.